Welcome to NFL News Update, where touchdowns meet headlines. Stay in the game with the freshest NFL updates. This is your quick dive into football fervor.
Ravens RB Derrick Henry. I'm committed to putting in work to hold that trophy up at the end of the year. There's still over 4 months to go until the Ravens take the field for the start of the 2024 season, and the earliest parts of the off-season workout program have only just begun. But newly signed running back Derrick Henry has not wasted any time in making clear to his new team what he came to Baltimore to do: win a Lombardi. I really want to hold that trophy up at the end of the year, but it starts right now putting the work in, Henry said recently, per the team website. After 8 seasons as a star running back for the Tennessee Titans, Henry hit free agency for the first time in his career last month and ended up signing with the Ravens, adding another big name to a team that was already only a win away from a Super Bowl berth in 2023. Since signing his 2-year, $16 million contract last month, Henry has spent his time bonding with his new teammates, saying that he's been emphatic about putting in the work to bring a championship to Baltimore. "It's been fun getting to know everybody, putting the work in, something I love to do," Henry said. "I'm the new guy on the block. I wanted to make sure that I show up, show my teammates and this organization that I'm here, I'm committed." Henry, who recorded 5 1,000-yard seasons while in Tennessee, joins a Ravens team that finished first in rushing yards last season, though quarterback Lamar Jackson was the team's leading rusher with 821 yards on the ground. A rushing tandem between a 4-time Pro Bowler in Henry and the 2-time NFL Most Valuable Player Jackson figures to make Baltimore one of the most formidable rushing offenses in the league once again in 2023, and Henry noted he's already started getting to know his new backfield partner. "Lamar's a cool guy," Henry said. "You can tell he's a great leader by how everybody flocks to him. He has great energy as well. I've only been around him for a little bit, but he seems like a great guy. His body of work speaks for itself." Even those outside of the Ravens offense feel the anticipation for what this pairing could produce, with Ravens linebacker Roquan Smith expressing excitement at just getting to watch what happens when he's not on the field, much less how it actually affects the team's overall play. "I told a couple of my friends in the offseason, maybe I'll have to get some popcorn on the sidelines while I'm watching those guys go to work," Smith said. "I think it's a great piece added to us, and I think it's going to help us get to where we want to be." Texans GM Nick Caserio on RB Joe Mixon trade. "We're glad he's here, hopefully for a few more years." Joe Mixon will be getting a fresh start with his new squad. After he was expected to be released by the Cincinnati Bengals, Houston Texans general manager Nick Caserio made a call. As the voluntary offseason workout programs for 25 teams began earlier in the week, Caserio detailed how the Texans were able to trade for Mixon. "Joe was set to be released. He was a player that we evaluated and we thought could help our team in some capacity," Caserio said this week via team transcript when asked about acquiring Mixon. "So, to the earlier question, you get on the phone, talk to the team. Hey, we'd be interested. Would you guys be willing to give up a pick? Or if we gave up a pick, would you be interested?" That's kind of how the trade was consummated. "Just relative to the commitment we made to Joe, Joe has been a productive player, pretty consistent player, and we think he can help our team. We're glad he's here, hopefully for a few more years." That's how that all sort of came together. Caserio and Houston seem confident Mixon can reach new heights in offensive coordinator Bobby Slowick's scheme. Mixon's play style fits the Texans well, and with Devin Singletary heading to the New York Giants in free agency, adding a veteran like Mixon made sense for both sides. The 27-year-old RB joins Houston's rushing attack that ranked 22nd in the league last season. Since 2021, Mixon has had 29 rushing touchdowns, which ranks 3rd among RBs in that span, according to NFL research. Mixon, who's coming off his 4th 1,000-yard rushing season, joins a Texans squad that surprised many by clinching the AFC South with C.J. Stroud at the helm. Stroud's play led Houston to a 10-7 campaign and the Texans' first playoff appearance since 2019. This offseason has been a historic one for the Texans. By signing pass rusher Danielle Hunter and acquiring wide receiver Stefon Diggs and Mixon in trades, Houston became the first team in history to add players who respectively had 10-plus sacks, 100-plus receptions, and 1,000-plus rushing yards the previous year, per NFL research. While the Texans look to add new talent around their young core in next week's draft, Houston hopes it can see Mixon flourish with a change of scenery in 2024.